Season 12 has passed, and now it's reset all the way back to Season 1, Heist. With this new update, we have 5 new settings that may be very useful to you. Let's get right into it. First of all, there's a new download screen, so on the homepage on the bottom right, all the downloads are neatly organized. 2 things you need to download right now are of course the high quality audio and the new vacant map, which appears in the rank rotation. Now just a reminder, for maps you don't play on, there's no need to download them, and if you accidentally do, you can delete them and other things you don't need using this method. Secondly, they added a new advanced setting called Jump Button Supports Jump and Climb under Basic Settings, scrolling all the way down right before damage number. This setting is not a new button that you place on your HUD, it just modifies how the existing jump button works. With it off, if you just tap the jump button when you're next to an object, it will automatically climb it. The problem with this is you may accidentally climb objects you didn't mean to, and climbing immediately cancels your ADS, so if you're in the middle of a gunfight, you're screwed. You're gonna lose all of your accuracy immediately, and by the time you can even shoot again, you'll most likely be dead. To fix this problem, you can turn on this new setting, which makes it so that jumping and climbing require separate motions. You can still jump shot in combat by tapping the jump button as you normally would, but in order to climb things, you'll need to hold and flick the jump button upwards. So yes, it's a cool button that solves an age-old problem in COD Mobile, but for experienced players, I can see it taking a while to get used to because jumping is a very basic mechanic that is basically engraved in our muscle memory by now, so it's going to be hard to change. The third new setting is under sensitivity called red dot/hollow sensitivity, and it's self-explanatory. There's now an option to customize your sens for those specific sites. For most players though, right after this video ends, go change this value to what it is for your ADS sensitivity, since at default it's 140, and unless you play on default settings, you'll immediately feel like your aim is bad all of a sudden when you use a red dot or holographic sight. Besides that, the other normal sensitivities haven't changed. Before we move on to the next change, there were some rumors going around on Twitter and Reddit saying that if you try and skip the MVP time screen by going to settings and quitting the match right at the end of the game, you would now lose rank points, or if you worked towards diamond that game, the 10 kills wouldn't count. But I tested it and it's false. Complete and utter cap. One thing that did change, however, is they lowered the requirements for marksman rifles when it comes to getting diamond camo. Before, you needed 10 kills with a rifle per game for 150 games, but now they lowered it to 100, and I finally got my SKS diamond for a discount. I did check the other categories of guns, and unfortunately, it looks like this only changed for marksman rifles. The 5th new setting is separate camera and firing sensitivities for gyroscope. Now if you don't use gyroscope, don't click off this video just yet because some of this applies to you as well. Camera sens is simply your general sens when you're looking around and doing everything except firing your gun. And of course, firing sensitivity is the same thing except when firing your gun. So since they added firing sensitivity to gyroscope, you can now optimize it to your current playstyle. I personally don't use gyroscope, but I do know that back in Season 10 of 2021, camera and firing sensitivities did change for non-gyroscope players. Before that update, you could keep the same values for both, but after that update, having your firing sens higher than your camera sens was important if you wanted them to feel the same as before. Now, I'm not sure if this applies to gyroscope since I don't use it and therefore I can't test it, but if you want to try it, go ahead. Alright, you made it to the end of the video. Hope you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss my best guns video for Season 1 coming very soon. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!